Hi, Rick Kelly here from Nissan Motorsport, here at our Braeside headquarters. We'd love to take you on a tour of our facility. Let's take a look. This is the engineering and design department, basically where the race car starts its life. Every little component on that race car is designed on a computer software program and then delivered to some of those production departments and then put onto the race cars. Let's take a look at some of those production departments. Brenton, what's your job here in the machine shop?
So I'm a programmer operator. We basically get a model from the engineers and a drawing, and we take that model, we do a program, we load the material in the machine, and then it goes out to like sub-assembly of the engine shop, fabrication shop, and then makes its way to the car.
If you lose a couple of tenths in a pit stop, you can lose a couple of positions when you get back on the racetrack. So for us, we practice all of those pit stops back here in the workshop. You can see behind me a car that we've set up specifically for that, and a full pit boom set up exactly the same as a racetrack. Another thing that we have here at Nissan Motorsport is the tyre bank for all 4 of our race cars. You can see here some of the tyres ready to go to a race meeting, some new ones, and again some older ones. The graphics department here at Nissan Motorsport is a very important one. For us, sponsorship is absolutely critical, and we have to represent all of the brands on the race car as very best we can. So here, Mitch designs all of the car designs, pit walling, trucks, all of the stuff that has any sort of graphics on it, and also produces and installs all of those as well. Well, the heart of any race car is obviously the engine, and we're here in the Nissan Motorsport's engine shop with Tony Freeman. Tony, why don't you tell us a little bit about your tasks here at Nissan Motorsport?
My job in the race team here is I build and tune and maintain race engines.
And I guess you probably get the same question as I do. Everyone always wants to know how much power does one of these engines have?
It's a 5-litre engine and it produces approximately 640 horsepower.
And what are some of the other components that we get in for the engine?
The spark plugs are NGK. We use NGK spark plugs and have since day one. They're reliable, they do their job. We stand by them, we've always used them and always will.
One of the other busy departments here at Nissan Motorsport is sub-assembly. Now this department is the one that produces all of the bigger items. For example, the gearbox, things like clutches, front uprights, install them and put them together in a really controlled environment for us to race with. Here in the fabrication department at Nissan Motorsport, the chassis starts its life. Now this comes basically as tubes in a big box, and the guys put it on a chassis jig out the back and put it together a little bit like a Meccano set, make all the floors from scratch here in-house and weld it together. And as we pass by, you'll see the 2 race transporters we have here now. All of the race cars, all the spare engines, pit walling, flooring, all gets packed into these 2 B-doubles to take to all of the race meetings around Australia. Let's check out the workshop. Well, we're finally in the most exciting part of Nissan Motorsport, in my opinion, the workshop where the completed race cars are, and we're with General Manager of Racing, Scott Sinclair. Scott, what have we got happening here at the moment?
Yeah, so this is where it all comes together, Rick. This is the end of the program. All the bits come from all the various departments, so the panels, the suspension, the engines, all come in from the different areas and are assembled onto the cars.
Well, there you go. That's all the ins and outs of our Nissan Motorsport headquarters here in Braeside, with thanks to our friends at NGK. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm off to the next race.